if you have sore throat, this is from my garden. All for you. You put outside, then the rain will come inside. And when you open it, the rain will go all over you. And this is more beautiful, more appetizing. Yes. Yeah, like that. Never cover the cherry tomato because they're beautiful. Okay, you go for everybody. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Are you happy, yeah?
Yes!
Good food?
Yes!
It's your house. Mi casa is su casa. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, he can eat the whole pack. If you help others, your marriage will be double, triple, multiply for generations. Original all religions never advocate violence. Yeah, they always have the 5 or 10 precepts. Understand? The first one is thou shalt not kill. Love you. Always love you. I could die for you. That kind of love. Yeah. Hey, what's this? There were 2. Oh, somebody give me more or something? I didn't see all this before. Huh? It's very good. That means you have a lot of story. Okay, thank you, whoever does this. Oh, there you go. Today we have spoken about the 6th perfection, yeah, and the power of the Buddha, who can control the minds of our beings, yeah? Control but not dictate, yeah? So you can see some of you still very fresh with me still, huh? You can express your opinion, but mostly it's wrong opinion anyway. But you will ask me why the Buddha cannot control some of them, like Devadatta, his cousin who always tried to harm him, yeah? Or others like heretic, yeah? People, you know, a group outside of his group. And others who contradicted him or went against him, yeah, or tried to harm him in different way. You ask me like that, right? You would, huh? You don't dare, I know, but I asked for you because we don't have Anand here. That's the problem. In order to ask good question, you also need to have a good level of consciousness, no? Yeah. Anand, even though it's even though in the Buddhist Sutra it says that he did not get fully enlightened until after Buddha Nirvana, yeah. But he has his Buddha hurt inside him, hidden somewhere. That's why, yeah. He probably subconsciously he wanted to hide or to delay his enlightenment, a complete enlightenment until the Buddha Nirvana, so that he can concentrate on the task of serving the Buddha. You know, it's a kind of offering, sacrifice inside. Otherwise, if he's too enlightened, you know, like Sariputra or Maudagalayana or Mahakashipa, for example, yeah, then they would go all over, you know, to deliver other beings. They would concentrate more on the task of saving other beings instead of serving the Buddha so humbly, devotedly, and loyally. No, don't you think so? Yeah. Different mission, you know, different task. I guess that's what it was. Yeah. Otherwise, how come the Buddha just entered nirvana and the Sangha kicked him out because he's not enlightened enough? And then he went sit in the forest just a day or two, enlightened. Isn't that miraculous? Yeah. And remember every word that he heard in the Buddhist assembly, when the Buddha was still alive. Therefore, I suspected, that he did that on purpose. Not consciously, but like in his mind, in his soul, he wanted to delay his enlightenment. Come on, where? Huh? Where is the thing? So many pockets. Oh, God. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yes, it is here, sorry. 3 pockets. Because it's in trousers pockets. I suspected, huh? Yeah, I think it's correct, no? Don't you think so? Yeah. You see, so the Buddha can only help, to train, not really control, but to train the mind and the body of whomever entrusted himself to him, to the Buddha. You understand what I mean? So the Buddha even also did not, will not want to interfere in humans' free will. Yeah? Otherwise, so much power, he could change the whole world. Nah? But it's not to do that. Human beings or other beings on the planet has to evolve, naturally. It's better that way. Number 1. Number 2, if the Buddha wants to save all of them, then he has to reincarnate again. Remember what I told you before? To go through a lot of suffering again, sacrifice again, to have affinity with them. Then he can deliver them. I wish the Buddha take a rest. It's too much work, too much sacrifice. So many aeons of time in order to save, just some people. This is really incredible. Incredible. Nah? All these stories that I told you, this is incredible. Yeah. But that is just him. I don't hear that Sariputra had to do that. And poof, like that, he just went to nirvana. Become a Buddha and also enter nirvana, mean freedom forever. Nirvana means a state of desirelessness, of, never die, never leave, never come, never go, nothing happen. Yeah. So Sariputra obviously had a relationship with Buddha before, né? According to the story we heard. But nevertheless, he never had to sacrifice so much to attain nirvana. So a Buddha is something else, Yeah, Sariputra can attain some enlightenment and can attain nirvana, okay. But he probably did not have the power that the Buddha has. Yeah, because the Buddha has to sacrifice a lot of millions, billion, trillions of lifetime in order to accumulate all this merit and power that goes with it. You see, Sariputra can attain nirvana, can attain complete enlightenment, okay, but doesn't have all this compassion, doesn't have all this power to save other beings like the Buddha did. Remember, he even denied one of the person who wanted to become a monk because he's too old. Not because he's too old, but because he thought, he and a lot of the great disciples of Buddha at that time refused that man to become a monk, to let him become a monk in the assembly, because he's kind of useless. He cannot do much for the Sangha. He cannot help even 1/3 of whatever work that is required. I thought we are monk doing nothing. I thought if we became monk meaning doing nothing, no? Even at the Buddha time, has to do work. You hear that? Yeah, the Buddha did not say that. And other monks did not say that. And in the sutra did not say, okay, you become monk, but you must work. They did not even say what work. Yeah, but through through some of this leaking story. This is what you say, sutra leak. we have seen that, huh? The monks have to work, probably cleaning the yard, sweeping the cave, or preparing the assembly area, yeah, or assigning, like who sit where and how many people. Why are you laughing? So familiar. But these are not monks who are doing it. It's you guys doing it yourself differently, But still, probably at that time the Buddha doesn't have lay people around, So when the lay followers come, they just sit, and listen, and then they bow and withdrew. Every story I heard that people respectfully bowed to the Buddha and then went home. There. So I guess they cannot stay because Buddha doesn't have house. And even people, they excuse me, this is for my throat, my sore throat and cough. I took a lot of medicine. Oh God, more medicine than food these few days. That's what I don't like about being sick. Okay, you lost your enthusiasm, lost appetite. Eat very less and take a lot of medicine. And it's sometimes ruin your body resistance, yeah. But I could sit there and heal myself and all that, but it takes forever and then I won't see you. So I take the shortcut, quickie, recover in 2-3 days. And then I can come out, happily smiling, talk to you, and then you're happy, yeah? Just 1 or 2 days I didn't come out. People make a lot of noise trying to get attention and all kind of trouble. Like children, What? Mom! Why you don't come out? I want this, I want that. Ah, God. These are old children, Big children. Adult children. All right. So the people, like Prince Kida and the noble and rich men in different countries, they did build ashram for the Buddha and for the monk. And they make some small meditation stupa or some resting place, with cover, roof and wall so that they don't get wet in rainy season. I don't get cold in summer. Yeah, they did build them. But just enough for 1,225 or 50 monks, remember? And then we keep increasing more monks, yeah? So maybe 1,260, 1,300, yeah, or 500. And that's the max. And if the lay people stay there, they had nowhere to stay. And nobody cook for them like we do here. Nah? That's a good business. I like. Everybody come, listen to the Buddha, and then bow respectfully, went home. Very wonderful. No need to worry about where they sit, where they sleep, whether they cold or not cold. Yeah, and how much you have to cook every day. Buy food and store food and cook food and eat food and digest food and then worry about the rest of the food after. Oh man, it's too much. No wonder they call the American, they call the toilet the restroom. The rest of anything there. The restroom. Wow. Now I understand. The rest room. Okay. It's a lot of work, Think about it, huh? Yeah. So you think you just bring your butt here, sit there, and then I'm a Buddha. Yeah. And everybody else, less Buddha has to cook for you, work for you, sweep the floor for you, take care of your bus, everything else. Yeah. All right, so what I was talking before, what was that? Huh? Hello? Okay. Yes. Because in this country, No, no. In this world, is the ruling party. The ruling party is Maya. Maya, unique party. You know, it's a one party world. Just like in some country, it's nothing new. Okay, some country have 2-3 parties, so they have contradicting views, and therefore they're building each other and more democratic. Yeah, and some country have only one party. Yeah, if you can have one, why two? Making more trouble, right? More names, more personnel. Oh, yeah, why? Okay, one party. So in this world, it's like that. One party. Maya party. Okay? Whoever don't belong to it, it be in trouble. Whoever belong to it, yeah, seem to be better off. And even if you belong to that party, if you do something wrong, they still punish you. Not like they protect you or turn a blind eye on you. Nothing. Okay. We have to acknowledge our thanks to this person who translated this text of Buddhist story, which are many parts. This person's name is Eugene Watson, Burlingame. And there is another person who revised and selected. His name is Reverend Bichu Kantipalo. And the Buddhist Publication Society of Kandy in Sri Lanka produced this and put it on internet for us, free distribution. So today we can tell this story, and more stories to come. We have to acknowledge our thanks to them. Pali, where's Pali? Anybody know? Huh? And published with the permission of the Pali Text Society. Well, Pali is probably the language of Sri Lanka, no? You don't know? Okay, never mind. All right, we will offer some financial support. I will tell FG later on, like with others, translation society, so that they can continue their good work, even though they say it's for free distribution. All right, we thank you. We thank all these people, and we thank BPS Online Edition, whatever that. Yep. Very good. Okay, now we come to story number 1. Wow, I'm very happy. We have a lot of stories. That means I don't have to. I don't have to think of what to tell you. Yeah. Story is always good. It's easy to remember. It offers ample example for us to follow, and it feels more real, more reinforcing, more encouraging for us to continue in our good path. Eh? Yeah. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. Okay, this story about making good karma. This story is about Magha. By heedfulness, by mindfulness, did Magha go to the lordship of the gods. Yeah, this instruction was given by the teacher while in residence at the summer house near Versailles with reference to Shaka, king of gods. Shaka is a king of 33 heavens, and he rules over 33 heaven, the gods of 33 chief gods. Yeah. Now this story in the present. Yeah. Mahali's question. A Lichavi prince named Mahali, who lived at Versailles, hearing the teacher recite the Suttana, the sutra entitled Shaka's question, he thought to himself, maybe one of his teachers, yeah, the Supreme Enlightened One, Buddha, has described the great glory of Shaka. Shaka or Chakra is the same. The god of 33 heaven. Has the teacher seen Chakra himself? Or has he not seen Chakra? Is the teacher acquainted with Chakra, or is he not acquainted? I will ask him. I wonder who he meant by teacher. Did he mean the Buddha himself? So we will see, huh? I just read as is, nah? Then we will see. So the Lichavi prince Mahali drew near to where the exalted one was, and having drawn near, saluted the exalted one. The exalted one, or the word honored one, or the Buddha, or the enlightened one, is all the title of the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, or most of the Buddha who has attained complete enlightenment. Okay. And then having drawn near, saluted the exalted one and sat down on one side. And having sat down on one side, the Lichavi prince Mahali spoke thus to the exalted one. Reverend sir, I wonder if exalted one mean the Buddha or not, or even not. This is not very clear, this translation. Probably it's for the Westerner mind, What Buddha? Teacher is okay. Buddha, what? Master, no. And even Supreme Master, what? So, maybe they translate it as teacher, but maybe it's just another one. Because it doesn't say, first I have heard, So this is one of the Buddhist story. This is about making good karma, yeah. So he drew near the exalted one and said, Reverend sir, has the exalted one seen Chakra kings of gods? Yes, Mahali, I have indeed seen Chakra king of gods. So he asked again, Reverend sir, it must certainly have been a counterfeit of Chakra, a fake one. For Reverend sir, it is a difficult matter to see Chakra, the king of gods, no? So the exalted one say, nevertheless, Mahali, I know Chakra. I know what qualities made him. I know by the cultivation of what quality Chakra attained to the state of Chakra. So he continued. Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Chakra, king of gods, was a human being. Attention. Pay attention. You may be Chakra, king of God, if you want to. How to? You can say how to be. There are so many books nowadays that tell you how to. How to do this, how to do that. We can also change this into a title, say how to be a God of all gods, God of 30 gods. Chakra is a great god, no? He lord over 33 heaven. Imagine that, huh? Don't go around mess with him, okay? He's a very good in testing sincere practitioner. You know, right? How much he did test the Buddha, my God. Terrible guy. I'm sorry. I'm honest, I mean, I have to keep the precept. I can't tell lie. Excuse my body. My trouble vehicle. It kaput sometimes. Not kaput, but it's give trouble sometimes. Just like yours, nah? Yeah. I was very well until I came here. I was in the mountain in winter, rain and shine and cold. I never had a cold. And I came here, such a warm weather in the house and everything, and get a cold just a few days. Just a few days of, a few weeks of coming back. Especially here, very close up. And got sick. So Mahali, the exalted one, I guess it was a Buddha, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But it's taken from Dhammapada commentary. And it should be one of the story in Buddha's time, no? Yeah. Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being. They explain here that Shaka was the ruler of the gods in the Tavatimsa heaven, the realm of the 33, one of the celestial realms in the sensual sphere. Sensual sphere. People enjoy sensual pleasure there. But not the way we do here, I guess, no. All right. And then a prince, he was a prince named Magha. Therefore, he is called Magha. Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who, in a previous state of existence, gave gifts. Therefore, he is called Puridada. Mahali, also in another previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave alms assiduously. Therefore, he is called Shaka. Mahali, in another previous state of existence, this is a long line of existence. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave a dwelling place. Therefore, he is called Vasava. Mahali, also in another, former life, another life. This is easier. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who could think of as many as 1,000 things in an instant. Therefore, he was called Shahasaka. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, has an Asura maiden named Sujata for his wife. Therefore, he is called Sujampati. He's so funny. According to his wife, he changed his name. If he gives something, his name changed, and even if he married, his name changed. Normally, when we in this world, when a woman married, she changed her name, right? But in this time, the man changed his name. Probably he married into the matriarch system, nah? When the mothers rule the house. But don't we still do? Even if we don't say it. The men think they are ruling us. Right? We just don't say anything. We are ruling them. Okay, never mind. Who cares? Huh? Who cares to rule the world? Must be very tiring job. All right, now. Wow, my God, so many names, so many previous existence. Even the Shaka, king of God, you see this? He transmigrated, I told you. He come up and down, sometimes be a god, sometimes be human. Yeah. And even then, he made a lot of offering from every lifetime. That's why he could become better. He continued to be God for a long time. Yeah. Therefore, he is called Sujampati Mahali. Oh, no, Mahali is the person who asked the question. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, bears sway as Lord and masters, that master over the gods of the 33. Therefore, he is called king of gods. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, in a previous state of existence as a human being, took upon himself and fulfilled 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. He has become God because he has done many good things and he fulfilled his 7 vows. Let's see what it is. Yeah. Now, what were the 7? The first one is, so long as I live, may I be the support of my mother and father. That's first, I think. They don't say first, second, but I'm reading on, okay? So long as I live, may I honor my elders. So long as I live, may I speak gentle words. So long as I live, may I never give way to backbiting. So long as I live, may I live the life of a householder with heart free from taint of avarice, generous in renunciation of what is mine, meaning charity, with open hand, delighting in liberty, attentive to petitions, delighting in the distribution of alms. So long as I live, may I speak the truth. So long as I live, may I be free from anger. Should anger spring up within me, may I quickly get rid of it. So Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, in a previous state of existence, took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. If a man support his mother and father, if he honor his elders in the household, if he be gentle and friendly in conversation, if he avoid backbiting, if he steadfastly put away avarice, right? Greedy, Greed, right? Yeah. If he be truthful, if he conquer anger, such a man the gods of 33 call a good man. Don't we know that? So if you do all that, then maybe you become a god, no? It's easier than sit here and eat big and... Huh? No? But we all support our mother and father, no? Oh, I did. When they were still alive, I did the best I can. Yeah. When I could, I make sure they lack nothing. If he honors his elders in the household. Sure. I don't have any elders. The only elder in my household is me, myself. So I fulfill this vow too. Easily. I honor myself all the time. Gentle and friendly in conversation? Yes, of course. What do you think? All right. If he avoid backbiting, steadfast in non-greediness, okay, truthful, etc. Okay. Now, when the teacher said Then the teacher says, this Mahali was what Saka did in his previous existence as Prince Magha. Mahali, desiring to hear the whole story of his conduct, asked the teacher, Reverend Sir, how did Prince Magha conduct himself? Well then, said the teacher, listen. So saying, he related the following story. I wonder who was his teacher here. Could be the Buddha, no? This must be the Buddha then. Okay, possible. Okay, story of the past. How Magha become Saka. Magha Saka. In times long past. Check it out. Be patient, okay? It's one of the 6 perfection. I'm just checking how many pages because I don't have this one perfection. So I'm not always friendly, huh? I feel very sad now. I can never be Saka. Whoever that is. Look, I can never rule 33 kingdom of heaven. Oh, how sad. What am I to do? All because of you. You make me angry. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You and those out there. Yeah. Any of you want to be Saka? No? Why are you laughing? It's a great position. Yeah. You can rule it for thousands of years. Until you're married, finished, then you finish too. All right. You don't like to be Saka? Poco, why? Poco, no. Why? Tell me why.
We might go back as a human or we might go back as an animal.
Oh. Very wise. Indeed. So I also don't want to be Saka God now. Yeah, I changed my mind. No want. You can keep it. So this is a story of how Magha become Saka. Okay. In times long past, a prince named Magha or Magha, whatever, lived in the village of Makala. Magha lived in Makala, in the kingdom of Magada. I don't know, sounds like Spanish to me. You know? Yeah. España, Barcelona, Malaga, yeah? Okay. One day, this prince, Magha, went to the place where the business of the village was carried on. Why don't you say a market, no? This is very long. You know, many things. Took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, therefore. You know, it's a lot of words. Yeah. The person who translated, really very diligent. Do not miss out one word. You know, translate it one by one. Very respectfully. Yeah. All right. So he went to the market. He removed with his foot the dust from the place where he stood, and having made a comfortable place for himself, stood there. Why did he have to do that? Okay. Thereupon another struck him with his arm, pushed him aside, and took his place. Marong. Therefore, but instead of becoming angry at the man, he made another comfortable place for himself and stood there. Thereupon another came and struck him with his arm, pushed him away, and took his place again. But neither did he allow himself to become angry at this man. He merely made another comfortable place for himself and stood there in like manner. But then in like manner, one man after another came out of his house, struck him with his arm, pushed him away from the place where he had cleared for himself. Oh, man. Remind me of the story of when I was in India. The train in India is always crowded, always overcrowded. There's nowhere to sit. Mostly seat places are occupied, and you have to stand. I was wearing monk's robe. I was having a seat. I came earlier somehow that day, just lucky had a seat. And then all the men come up and push me out, say, "Get out!" And then he sat on there, that place. Yeah. I was surprised. I was very surprised. I thought Indian place where people, a little bit more has more courtesy and a spiritual manner, but not all. Huh? Some are not like that. Yeah, but I didn't feel angry either. How can you feel angry or show your anger with a man with 6 foot tall looking down upon you and push you with his musculous arm and his big fist. Yeah. I didn't have time to feel angry even, push me on one side and another push me to the other side. I didn't have to walk, just to keep people pushed around the train. Yeah. And then by the time I reached the place I wanted to be, I'm pushed right next to the door. I just walk out. Very simple. No need to wait, I was right there. Yeah, otherwise you have to wait a long time until everybody got off the train, How can I, a small woman, push my way out, I wasn't in a hurry at all, yeah. But, in India is very difficult to find things. Trains always full, so people always compete for a good place, like that, yeah. I guess it's like that, yeah. It happened to me sometimes. If I took the train, of course, or the bus, yeah. And the drivers of the conductor of the train doesn't know what, how many people should be in the train. He never can tell, Like in the West, like in your country, in this country, they always say capacity, how many people, standing how many, sitting how many, in the train or the Straßenbahn, they always say that. In India, they don't read this kind of thing. What for writing it? So they don't bother. It's a free country, truly very free. You do what you want. Nobody say anything. No rules. And the car can drive any way they want. If you can drive, you just drive. Who cares? Who cares how? And later they make more regulation for driving because a lot of accidents happen. And no driver license and no rules and all that. In some big city, it's a problem. Okay, we're going back to India again. The prince then thought to himself, after being pushed around like that, he was thinking to himself, all these men appear to be pleased. When they took his place, of course, no? After he cleaned it already and make it comfortable, they came and just took it. Of course they're pleased. Since this work of mine conduces to the happiness of men, it must be a meritorious work. He was proud of himself. I wasn't proud on that train. I was thinking, my God, where are they pushing me? Okay. Did not have time to be proud and thinking. Okay. So on the following day, he took a spade and clear a big empty space as big as a threshing floor, probably football field, something like that. Okay. A threshing floor is a place where they clear very big so that people can thresh their cereals, yeah, and then it will spill all over, and different places, different people came in different area to thrash their cereal, yeah, rice and stuff like that. So probably a very big one. Whereupon all men came and stood there. Yeah. And then in cold weather, he even built a fire to warm them, so that the place became a favorite resort to all. Then he thought to himself again, it behooves me to take upon myself the task of making the road smooth and even. So early in the morning, he started out to make the road smooth and even, cutting down and removing all the branches of trees that needed to be removed. Thus he did spend his time. I wonder, why is he a prince? Doesn't he have any, assistant or horse to carry out work for him? Probably in the old time, huh? Old time prince, huh? Yeah. In Africa, I met some prince. They don't look like they're working like you and I. And some princess, stamped from Africa, different tribal, yeah. And I met the king, one of the king. He just lived in one of the normal huts. He have 7 wives. Nevertheless, yeah. They are all very coordinated, harmonious. Yeah. Together, yeah. The wives. Yeah. Well, at least when I was there, in front of me. Behind, I don't know. Okay, I cannot tell you. Another man saw him and said to him, "Master, what are you doing?" So he replied to the questioner, "Master, I am treading the path that leads to heaven." So the other guy said, "Okay, I want to be your companion." Because they translate a little difficult, so I make it simple. "Be my companion, master." They call each other master, politely. Yeah, maybe sir nowadays, call each other sir. "Be my companion, master. Heaven is a pleasant place for many." Yeah. He was thinking, making meritorious deed, he will go to heaven. That's why he say he's walking the path toward heaven. Yeah. Seeing the two, a third man asked the same question, received the same answer, and joined them same way, and then a fourth, then a fifth, until finally there were 33. Now we know why. Yeah. All these men worked together with spades and axes and made the road smooth and even for a distance of 1 and 2 leagues. I don't know how. Maybe 2 miles or something? 2 leagues, how much is that? Is it such a thing at this time? No. Old time, huh? Okay. Just say 1 or 2,000 miles. Yeah? The village headman saw them and thought to himself, "These men are all following the wrong occupation." Yeah, he worried about tax. Tax paying, If they keep digging like that, they don't pay tax, no? Right? If they would only fetch fish and flesh from the forest, or indulge in strong drink, or do something else of the sort, I should make something by it. Yeah, I knew it. You see what I mean? Meaning these men are useless, pay no tax. Yeah. So he sent for them and asked them, "What is it that you are doing?" "We are treading the path to heaven, master." "That is no proper occupation for men, living the lives of laymen. What you should do is to bring fish and flesh from the forest, indulge in some strong drink." I mean, alcohol and stuff. And general good time. Enjoy general good time. But they refused to follow his suggestion, and the more he urged them, the more firmly they refused to do as he suggested. Finally, the village headman became angry. "I will destroy them," he said. So he went to the king and said to the king, "Your Majesty, I see a band of thieves going about committing depredations." The king replied, "Go and catch them and bring them before me." Oh, poor king. No? This is a problem when People give wrong information. What to do? So the village headman arrested the 33 youths and took them before the king. Without instituting an inquiry into their conduct, the king gave them the following order: cause them to be trampled to death by an elephant. Just because he's a headman of a village, so the king believed him instead of believing the young people. Because it's, prejudice, nah? Probably people always think, okay, young people, they're always up to no good, Many of them going stealing or, doing something bad. Yeah. Just like in some country, people always have an impression that the black youth are, up to no good. Dark-skinned young people are bad, or even old or middle-aged black men are no good. If some police report them no good, then somebody believe that he's no good, definitely no good. And therefore, a lot of incidents, sad incidents happen because of the color, because of the age, because of prejudice of humans. Prejudice, huh? Or prejudice? Huh? Prejudice. Oh, okay. Prejudice. Okay, whatever. Pick one. Oh my God, just like that. Thereupon, Magha admonished his companions as follows: friends, we have no refuge but love. Therefore let your hearts be tranquil, cherish angers towards no one. Let your hearts be full of love for the king and the village headman and the elephant that tramples you under his feet. The 30 youths followed the admonition of their leader. Such was the power of their love that the elephant dare not approach them. When the king heard of this, he said, if the elephant sees so many men, he will not venture to trample them under his feet. Maybe he's scared of the crowd, yeah? So have the men covered with heavy matting and then order the elephant to trample them. So they don't see many men, so maybe he dared to do it. Yeah. So the village headman had the men covered with heavy matting and drove the elephant forwards to trample them. But when the elephant was yet a long way off, he turned around and went back again. When the king heard that what had happened, he thought to himself, there must be some reason for this. So he caused the 33 youths to be brought before him and asked them, friends, is there anything which you have failed to receive at my hands? They replied, Your Majesty, what do you mean? The king said, I am informed that you are a band of thieves and that you rove around the forest committing depredations. So, Your Majesty, who said that? Friends, the village headman so informed me. Your Majesty, it is not true that we are thieves. The fact is, we are clearing a path to heaven for ourselves, and we do this and that. The village headman tried to persuade us to adopt an evil mode of life, and when we refused to follow his suggestions, he became angry at us and determined to destroy us. Yeah, it's not easy to do good things in this world, huh? It's not all that. Everybody prays goodness and holiness and, wholesomeness and and even charity work, but it's not always easy to do. Even charity, sometimes even I offer some money for charity to some organization to help some desperate people. They also did not accept. They think we are not good. I wonder where. Can you find anything not good about us? Can you? Yes or no? No, why you so quiet? I thought you have. I was scared. Like maybe you found something that I cannot find. or if sometimes they say if we receive your offer, then other won't give us. Other group will not give us their support. I didn't know there is a competition for being good. I didn't know there is a competition, I didn't know. Oh, we kept quiet. We didn't say nothing. Okay, we keep money, we give somewhere else, It's not always simple. Yeah. There's always a lot of rumors, a lot of stuff going on, yeah? But this is trouble with mishearing. So, even in our group, sometimes it happens. It's very funny, more funny. Sometimes it's very sad, but sometimes it's very funny. Yeah, because people hear this and that, and they don't prove the truth. They don't prove it. Yeah, and they don't check they don't fact check, and they just believe it. And that's a problem. Even in our group. Yeah, even me, they said I have an American child. I don't know where it is. I don't know who is the American. So fortunate that give me a child like that. I'm still looking for this, invisible child and invisible husband or boyfriend or whoever that can be. And sometimes they say I'm pregnant. I say, where? What happened? If I'm pregnant, I would know. I would be the first one to know. I even written on newspaper. It's not like just gossip. It's printed on newspaper. I have an American child. I'm still looking for. If you find my child, please tell me. One American child. Yeah. I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl. I don't even know anything. Okay. And it's so funny, It's American newspaper. They even say Clinton is a son of one of the nurses, and, that is not the... it's a different father and all that kind of stuff, They just speculate. It's so funny. And that was probably during the, voting time, And they say Obama didn't have a birth certificate even. Remember? That he's probably smuggled through the border of Mexico, who knows? Everybody was making a lot of noise, asking him, if you're innocent, prove it. Give us this long version, short version, whatever, middle version of your birth certificate. And then they insisted until they have it. Oh, man. Because he's black, also, huh? That's his fault, his color's fault. Yeah, but I'm not black. Also in trouble. I'm yellow, that's another problem. And even it happened inside our group. It's this very funny thing. Now it's funny, but at that time, I didn't know what to say, And at that time, just recently, you have a retreat in SMC, yeah? Okay? Before we move here. Yeah. I didn't even have, I just went there. I didn't expect anybody cook for me or anything. I probably think of cooking for myself, like all this time before July this year. I was always cooking for myself, simple stuff. And then, but one Vietnamese, she says she saw me so skinny and walking with sticks. She has to feed me, so she cooks. And then she has to go soon. So, I don't know, they tried to arrange somebody else to cook for me somehow. Yeah, I didn't tell anything. I didn't even know she was going. Excuse me, I'm so excited now. I feel very hard now with all this story. I remember when I first read the newspaper. Now I feel so hot. Hot news, Supreme Master Ching Hai has an American child. Don't even know where and how she got it and when. She didn't even know it herself. If we want to interview her, she would just shook her head. She said, don't know nothing. Okay, no. It's even printed on newspaper, huh? I'm not talking, I'm not telling you for fun, huh? Understand? A long time ago, I don't know how many years ago. One time I was, I was in America, right? I mentioned something? No, I didn't, huh? No, a little bit. No, I did not. I did not mention that. Okay. In case you believe the newspaper, go looking for the invisible child. Maybe I was fat, I don't know. But now I'm 60 something already, so I think this kind of rumor will not happen again. Huh? There's a limit to when you can, when you cannot. Okay. Even now, if I have a husband, I think it's also not possible anymore. Maybe it's still possible, right? If you can do something, right? If artificial, right? Yeah, possible. Yeah. Maybe. Artificial, I say insemination, something like that. There was one German teacher, she already has all grown-up children already, and she's 60-something already, and she has this insemination, and she is pregnant with 4 kids inside. It was on TV. Just, it's not always, but it can happen, huh? Now, in that case, okay, possible, yeah. Nowadays, everything possible, right? Yeah. Where were we? I forgot. Oh, if you excuse me, I had to take this off. Oh, possible? It's too hard to laughing too much. Too excited, thinking of the, of the story made by air. Yeah, people live by air, can live. Breatharians, or maybe also humanitarian. Humor breatharian, humanitarians, like make air, make story from air, make story from nothing. Yeah, it's cool. I want to tell you this, the present story, new story, and in August, sometime in August, or the end of August, almost before we come here, the sister who cooked for me every day Vietnamese, and she's going, so they arranged somebody to came. Well, I don't know. They say somebody will come from America. I say, what's her name? They say Nguyen, Vietnamese. And the sister say, Master, every Vietnamese named Nguyen. I say, who is that? She say, we don't know. We just say Nguyen. So she say, Master, everybody in Vietnam is Nguyen, just like every Korean is Kim. Even vegetable they eat is kimchi. So we were laughing so much, and then I said to my assistant, "This sister, she's going back to Germany because she has children. She wanted to say, I said, no. You have children, you have responsibility. You have to go home." She said, "Oh, they're all big already. They can cook themselves." I said, "Yes, but they need you. Yeah, they need you to guide them until they die." Actually, it's like that. Even after they have children themselves, they still need you to babysit, to run back when they argue with the husband or wife. Yeah. To help them shopping, anything. They always need you until they die or until you die. Either way, All right, so just go back. I don't need you to stay here just to cook for me. I have not need anybody up to now, I cook for myself all the time. So don't worry, I won't die, I promise. So she say, yeah, but somebody coming, Then you say, Nguyen, Nguyen. All right. Then I said to my assistant, whoever come, I don't care Nguyen or Kim, just tell her if she has children, she cannot stay for 3 months, until her visa finished. She cannot stay that long. You know, they can take turn if they really worry about me. They can take turn. Everybody come. You know, maybe a couple of weeks or something, but not to stay as long as the visa lasts. No. Yeah. So she came and asked the chef, the Chinese chef. You know, Taiwanese chef in the kitchen. If that sister who come in, does she have the new sister? The sister coming, does she have children? And because they say, is she arrived already? Does she have children or not? And she came back and said to me, the chef, she said, Master, she has 2 children. Okay. I said, in that case, she cannot stay long, huh? And then later, I go and ask her what's her name. Full name, not Nguyen. Nguyen is, because then probably I know her, you know. Not very many Nguyen, is it? Yeah, but there are a couple of Nguyen who cooked for me before when I was in America. So I want to ask her, maybe I know her or not. And she came and asked, she said, no, it's not a Nguyen, it's a Huan. I said, we don't have Huan in Vietnam. Oh, you mean Huan? She said, yeah, something like that. I said, and she has 2 children, Master. Say what? Okay, then cannot stay. And then later she come back and tell me, oh, Master, she has no children. She say, completely free. She's free. She's not married. She's completely free. She can stay as long as she wants. You know. Oh my God. Just a few meters apart. And the 2-leg newspaper brought me the wrong news like that. Imagine. Because I already said, then she cannot stay. Maybe somebody else better, you know? And so she protests vehemently. No, I'm completely free. I'm completely free. And then we know there's a wrong. I said, but why did you tell me? Why did you tell me she has 2 children? Where did the 2 children come from? Oh, sorry, Master. It's the Chinese chef who told me. You see what I mean? I heard from this, and then one heard from that, then one heard from that. Probably mixed up with the sister, you know. Her sister has 2 children. But she doesn't have any children. She's not married. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, suddenly she's given 2 children for free. Instant family, just like that. Yeah. All right. So we come back to the village, okay, of the king Magha. Okay. The headman of the village was angry with us. That's why he's, fabricating this story to tell you. So the king say, friends, this animal knows your good quality. But I, who am a man, was unable to discern them. Pardon me. He means the elephant even knew that they are good men, so he did not trample upon them even by order. Normally, when they are trained well, the animal would do that, but he did not. So he said, even this animal know your good qualities, but I am even a man, a king, and know not. Pardon me. He apologized to these 33 good gentlemen. Yeah. So saying, the king made the village headman their slave. My God, that's a very, very mild sentence, right? He was going to kill 34 person. And the king so leniently made him only a servant of them. Together with his children and wife. Okay, well, it's not bad. Because of the family, he doesn't want to kill them. Kim, I guess. Gave them a riding elephant and presented that village to them to do with as they saw fit. Yeah? The king gave them elephant to ride. Yeah, and give them the whole village. Yeah, instead of the headman. Thought the 33 youths, even in this life, the advantage to be derived from the performance of work of merit is clearly to be seen already. And mounting the elephant by turns, they rode about the village. Now become their village, yeah. As they went about the village, they took counsel together, saying, "It is our duty to perform yet more abundant works of merit. What shall we do?" Thereupon the following thought occurred to them: "Let us build at the crossing of the 4 highways a rest house for the multitude, making it secure and strong." So they summoned the builder and ordered him to build a hall for them. And because desire for woman had departed from them, they resolved to give woman no share in the building of the hall. Why? That's not fair. They don't desire them doesn't mean they should not, accept the woman, right? I guess they don't want to mess up with our strong, side of humans. Now there were 4 women living in Magha's house, named Joy, Thoughtful, Goodness, and Well-born. Goodness went secretly to the builder, gave him a bribe, and said to him, "Brother, give me the principal share in the building of this house, of this hall." "Very well," replied the builder, agreeing to her proposal. Accordingly, he first marked a tree out of which to make a pinnacle, felled it, and laid it aside to season. Then he hewed it and planted and bored it, and having fashioned it in the form of a pinnacle, carved the following inscription on it. First, "This is the hall of goodness." Oh, the name of the woman. But when he say this is the hall of goodness, that nobody can say anything, right? It's for goodness. It's of course. Wow, very smart. Now, when he had completed the hall and the day came to erect the pinnacle, he said to the 33 youths, it must be 34, right? Including the prince, no? "Noble sirs, there is something we have forgotten." "What is it, sir?" "A pinnacle." "Let us procure one," say the youth. "It is impossible to make one out of a freshly hewn tree." Hewn tree. Freshly cut, I guess, tree. "We should procure for a pinnacle a tree felled long ago and led away to season," meaning to treat it, to let it become, more lasting, by in the sun or soak it in some special treatment, something like that. So they say, okay, what should we do in such a situation for the best? Okay, you can go around and search if anyone who has such a complete pinnacle which has been laid away for season and which is for sale, then you can buy it. Yeah, you can take it. So they searched everywhere and finding what they wanted in the house of goodness. They offered her 1,000 pieces of money for it, but they were unable to secure it for the price they offered. Goodness said, "If you will give me a share in the building of the hall, I will give you the pinnacle. Otherwise, or else." But they replied, "We have resolved to give woman no share in the building of this hall." Thereupon the builder said to them, "Noble sirs, what are you doing? With the exception of the world of Brahma, there is no place from which women are excluded," especially this world, right? Yeah. "So take the pinnacle, right? Pinnacle. Take the pinnacle. Sorry, I'm thinking of pineapple. It's so near, you know. Pinnacle. Yeah. And completed the hall. And they divided the hall into 3 parts, reserving, so very well, they accepted. They divided into 3 parts, reserving 1 chamber for kings, another for the poor, and another for the sick. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats, and having so done, gave the following orders to the elephant. I'm looking for the end of the story. It seems like a long story. I didn't see it was that long. Okay. All right. Do you guys need a rest or something? No. Okay. It's a long story. I tell you the rest tomorrow, okay? Yeah. I don't feel very well, okay? Yeah. I feel I could just why forcing too much, yeah? I need to go home, take more medicine, and drink something, and take a rest, and then see you soon, okay? Tomorrow. Yeah. Today you have more bonus than usual. 1.5 story. Normally it's just 1 story, right? Afternoon you had 1 complete story. So this, and now you have half complete story. So it's good, okay? Yeah. Anybody going tomorrow? No, huh? It's good. I thought I could stay young and sissy forever, but it's not. Losing energy too much and losing too much cells too quickly, it doesn't help. Doesn't help to keep it. Okay. Ciao. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Maybe just sit with you for 5 minutes, okay? Meditate, huh? Turn off light, turn off everything.